Hello inventors, in this video we will learn how we can create CRUD application using MIT App Inventor. We will connect MySQL with MIT App Inventor so we can store any data like image data, text data or anything in our MySQL database. Now we are going to use here free hosting to create MySQL account. Now first we need to open the MIT App Inventor and let's create a start new project, and my project name is CRUD with MySQL. Okay. CRUD means create, read, update and delete. It means whenever you learn that thing like CRUD operation, then you can do anything. You can create chat application, you can save the student data, you can delete data, you can do anything. It's the basic of everything. Now let me just design that application. So first I'm going to design one layout here, and that is vertical arrangement, and make this width and height as fill parent, like simple. And now let me just put here one button, and that is like create, or you can say the insert the data. And let me make this one font size, and the background is something like that. And then I'm to make this one like this one, create, and make this width is something 70% like this, and make this all that thing in the center like this. Now let me just copy and paste this button 4 times. First one button for create, another for update, or you can say the read, so like read, then update, CRUD, yeah, update, and then this one is for delete, sorry, delete. Now we can add one label here, and then just say CRUD with MySQL. Cool. And in that thing we need to add one more thing like here, like we can say here it's MySQL. We can do one more thing here. We can change that the background color of that to black something, and change that text color to white, or make this one. So you can design according to your requirement. Actually I am focusing on the functionality here, okay, not in the design section, because we are not creating any application, we are just doing the CRUD operation here. Okay, now cool. CRUD with MySQL, create, read, update and delete, 4 buttons we have. Now whenever someone click on that create button, so we have to open another form. It means one more layout, and let me just make this one disable and use one layout, and that is this one width and like height. And let me just put the one field here, text field 1, and then another field, cool, and then one button, and then this one button for insert the data, this one button for go back, cool. Now let me just put everything in aligned in the center, and that is also center. You can make as a login or sign up form also using this method, right? So in the button 1 I'm to just say insert, or let me just make this as it is, like let me just make it 4 field, okay, like 4 field, ID, name, number and email. And in that one button I'm to make this one as a back button, cool. Now let me just change that background color to black, and then in that field I'm to hint change to ID. In the second I'm to put here name, and in the third text box I'm to put here number, and then in the fourth I'm to make it as an email. Okay, now that one is our create form. Okay, so we can put all that info in the database, we can insert that info in the database. So just say create, or you can say the insert, cool, and make this one text field is white, and make this at least 20, cool. Now that's our create form, and that's the back button. So whenever someone click on that, so we have to hide that vertical arrangement. So make this one is visible off for right now, and make sure copy paste that whole vertical arrangement, Control C and Control V like this, and this one is vertical arrangement 3, this one, and let me just change that value to update, because we are doing updation here. Cool. And this one is like a for update. This one is update and this one is also back. Simple. Now we have three things. Now we have to add your delete. Okay, so for delete we need to add, let me just hide this one, a vertical layout, and go to the layout option, go to the vertical arrangement, make this hide and with this fill parent like this. And we need to, for deleting we just need to add one field here, because we will define the ID here. So whatever the record is, so we have to delete the data from one unique thing, like we can use your ID. So make this one is an, oh, it's an arrangement, I'm sorry. So make this one in a top and a line should be in a center, and I'm going to use here some label and make this one in a background is black. Cool. And I'm going to put here one button, and that button name is delete. And in that one text field I'm to put here, say that ID, and in that one label you can just say the enter the ID, and make this one in a font size is like 20, and then text color you can make this one white. Cool. That's the thing. Now this is for delete screen, and yeah, we need to just use here one more button is same like back. Cool. Now we have delete, update, and now we need to use here one more vertical arrangement, that is the read data. So just vertical arrangement, drag and drop, simple fill parent, and then make this with this fill parent, and we need to use here web viewer. We will directly call one file to read the data. So simply call that here, and we just need to use here one button here, and that is like back button. Simple. And make this one is in our center. Cool. Now we have everything here, and let me just go to the design one, make it enabled here, this one, and make this one disable. Now we have 4 create, read, update and delete, 4 layouts. Okay, and now we have to do some code. So first of all, we have, whenever someone click on the create button, so this layout will open, layout 1 will open, layout 2 will open, right? So we have to save the data. Whenever someone click on that insert button, so we have to post that data, we have to insert that data in the MySQL. So first of all, we need to create the MySQL account. So how we can do that? So we will use your free hosting to use the MySQL. So that is the 00webhost.com. It's a free hosting. So we will sign in with your Google account. After login with Google account, you can see that it's not my first, take me to the panel, click on that. And you can see my website name optional, and there is something like that, I don't know, show password. Okay, it's a password. So website name, I'm to make it here CRUD with TCP and submit. So you can see the website is created. So use your own website builder, install WordPress, or upload your site. So click on that upload site, select, because we have to use your PHP files, because we will connect our app with MySQL using one PHP file. If you don't know what is PHP, so PHP is a language, programming language. We will use here some basic code of PHP. So I will give you that all files, PHP files. Okay, so go to the public HTML folder here, and you can see there is nothing. So let me just delete that, delete this one. Cool. And I will create here one index file. So just click on that new file and just type your index.html and create this, and open that file, double click on that and just type your hello world, and then just save and close. Cool. And wait some seconds, go to the here website list, and you can see that your website URL. So just open that here and wait some seconds, you can see the hello world. So our website is working. Our website URL is CRUD with TCP 00webhost.com. Now go to the here. Now we have to upload here files. First of all, we will upload here the create file. So whenever we have 4 files, let me just show you that all these are 4 files: delete.php, insert.php, read.php and update.php. And let me show you the code of that all these files. And you can see the insert, first of all insert. So what we have done, we have just write here some PHP code. It's very basic code, and you can see the MySQL connect and database connection, and we are getting the ID, name, number and email, 4 fields, and we are just inserting that data using the insert into student. That's the table name and that's the value. Now what we need to do here, I will give you that file. Okay, how can I connect that file with my hosting? So first of all, we need to go to the website list here. Here you can see the manage website. Click on that. First of all, we have to create MySQL database. So wait some seconds, and you can see the upload file manager. No, we need to go to the dashboard option here, website setting, tools. Let me just go to the tools, and no, database manager. Go to the database manager. Okay, and you can see the my database, new database. Click on that icon, and the database name is suppose CRUD TCB. Make sure write down all that okay, database name and everything, database username. So let me just CRUD TCB and DB, it's my database name, and then again CRUD TCB and the username. So I'm just putting here user, and the password I need to use here randomize show password, then use it and save this password somewhere. Okay, make sure, because we have to enter that password in that PHP file. So let me just put here and then just create it, and you can see creating database, and we will go to the PHP admin. Wait some seconds, take some seconds to create your database, because we are using your free hosting, that's why it's too slow. And you will get here DB name, DB username and DB host. Okay, so let me just put all that field, DB name, DB user and DB host, and I will give you that file insert.php file. Okay, and you can see the local host. You have to do it same, it's like DB host, this one. So let me just make this one, I will change that everything, like let me just put here DB host, this one, and then I will put here DB user, this one will be, I will give you that file so you will remember that thing, and that is the password, and that is the database, okay. So I will give you that file with that thing, like, so if I just say DB host, okay, so let me just copy this here and enter, and you can see, so if I just say DB host, okay, so you need to use your DB name, user and host. So make sure copy that local host here and replace that here. Cool. Now I say like DB user. So what is DB user? This one. So you have to copy that and go here and just paste here. Cool. And if I just say DB password, so we already have saved that password in somewhere, this one, and go to the here file, and you have to put password. So password is like this, and database. So what is database? This one, database name. I will say that database name here. Oh sorry, database name will be here. Cool. And I will put here file, this one, database name. Cool. Now I have everything here for thing. Now I will just save that file, go to here, and now click on that main manage, and you can see the PHP admin. Click on that. Now we need to go to the here, you can see the that our database CRUD TCB DB. Click on that. Now we need to create one table here. So my table name is student. Let me just put here students, and I will create the number of column is 4. Yes, because I'm using a name, number, email and ID. So that's why I'm using 4. You can whenever you create the login forms, you can create 2, and whenever you create sign up form, you can increase that value. So click on go, and you can see the name of that field. So I will put here name first, my field, and no sorry, this one is I'm going to make it as a ID. Okay, because first field is ID, and the second is name, and the third one is number, and fourth one is email, like this. And you can see type, so I'm to make this one as an int. Cool. And the length I'm to make it 50. Name I'm to use here varchar, and the length is 50. Number is also varchar, because sometimes some people put the plus also with the number, that's why. And varchar is also email, and all these filled with the 50 character, 50 length. And default value is nothing, but you can see one thing is like ID, you can make this one as a auto increase AI. It means auto increase. Make this one as a primary, and it's auto increase. it means, okay, go. It means, whenever you put any details, you don't need to put the email ID. This will automatically increase. Okay, so let me just click on that save, and let's see how it's working or not. Processing request, loading, yes. And now we have 4 fields, and you can see the 4 things like ID, name, number and email. Cool. Now click on that student table here, and you can see ID, name, number and email, and there is nothing. Data is because there is no data here. Now we have created that table here, and now go to this one, insert.php. You can see that we have put everything here. Let me just delete that file, that dummy file here from here, and database connection is failed, and you can see the DB. So that is the DB database name. So we already have used here that database name. So make sure that database name I'm to put here. So you will put here your database name like this, and everything will be same here. Database name, exiting, selection, section failed, then this will display the error, and everything will be same. But whenever you use the CID is, we have used your ID, name, number, email and email. Okay, so you can see that ID, IND, NAME and NUMBR email. Make sure all these fields name should be same here. Here you can see ID, name, number and email. You can change that name here also, but make sure all these names should be same. And we are using an insert into student, that is our query. So now record, whenever the query will successful, the echo means like this will print the data, record added successfully. Cool. So that is the file. Now let me just save that file, what is insert.php, and let me just upload that file here. File manager we have here. So let me just click on that upload file option. Where is upload file option? This one, upload file. So where is that file? So let me just save this, and I will save that file in that desktop and insert.php and that save. And let me just click on select file, and then we need to use your desktop, and then insert.php. I have to find this one file. Just open this and then upload it. Now I want to check it's working or not, so let me just click on that, right click and click on that view, and you get your error could not be connect or execute to insert into students. Could not be able to execute insert into a student and integer value like that, incorrect. So the problem is because we are inserting the data. So what we need to do here, you can see we are using your get method. See get method, it means we have to add some values here. So what we need to do here, go to the MIT App Inventor. You can see the insert is like which one button is, button name is, go to here and button 5. So I will put that button name is btn insert, okay, or insert btn. Insert btn, that's the button name. And in the left side you can see here the media option, in the connectivity option, click on that web, drag and drop this, go to the blog. Whenever someone click on that button 6, are you sure that is button 6 for back? No, it's an insert button. Okay, insert button. Whenever someone click on insert btn, it means we have to feed all that info in the database. To do that, we need to just call here one variable is like, let me just use your variable, global variable, and that is the temp URL, and I'm to put here that the value is this one like this. And when someone click on that, so we have to set temp URL should be this one, and click on that text, use your join, and we need to use your one URL, and the URL should be this one. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to call here like this. So let me just make it zoom little bit. No, it's not zooming. So what I need to do, I need to call that URL. Just use your question mark, okay, like this, and then I have to put here ID, okay, and then equal, and then you have to put the ID is suppose 2, okay, and then I need to put the number. So to that, so I have to use your %n like this, and then I have to put the number and then equal, and the number is something like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and then again I have to put ampersand like this, and then id number, and what we have used here, id name. Oh, I'm sorry, first I have id is name, so I'm to put here name equal Saurav, and ampersand number, ampersand email, and then equal saurav@gmail.com. Cool, and then just enter it. You can see record added successfully. Go to the database, check that table, and you will get here all that record is here. Now we have to call that like this type of URL from our MIT App Inventor. So do that, we need to just copy that id equal till now, this one, go to here, copy this URL id equal this one, make sure this one, let me just make it zoom, your website URL insert.php !id equal, and we have to put here that value. It means first your id, this one, it means 4 3 1 and 2, so it's a 4 text box. I'm to put here, so I have already, yes, 4, so I'm to put here text box 1 4, so 1 dot text box 4 dot text, this one, so whenever id equals, so this will text box 4 dot text will get the id, and like same situation we have to do like again and again, simple string because we are adding here 4 values like this. So I have to add here again, so I will put here this one, but here we just need to put here the ampersand like this, then name, and then equal like this, and just copy paste this one, and this one is like text box 3 name, and then again we have to just enter here this one, and then we have to just change the name to number like this, equal is same, and the text box is like or one text box 1 dot text, and then again we have to use here one more is like email. So do that, just put your email like this, and then just here we need to use here one thing is one more string here, email is here, and then we just need to put here text box 2 dot text like this. Cool, and now we need to call here web, this one, you can see the web dot url, so scroll down and you will get here the option right, url request set web dot url, this one, set web dot url, this one, and we will call url this one temp here, and then in the last we will call your web dot get, you can see here this one get, call this. Cool, now we just need to do that. Let me just try this how it's working or not using emulator. Okay, so that's our app here. So let me just put that id is like suppose 5, the name is Saurav, and the number is like 8976543210, and the email is tcb@gmail.com. Now let me just click on that insert button. You can make that button bigger. Click on that insert, and we have to add a lot of things, notification also, because there is no notification to notification on successfully saving the database. Go to the database here and click on that student table button and wait some seconds. Yes, you can see the ID is 5, Saurav, number, and the email ID. Cool. So tomorrow we will learn how we can add the notification, how we can do the update, how we can do the create, read, update, and delete. All that things we will learn in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel, like this video, and share this video. Have a nice day. Be safe. Bye bye.